guys, thank you so much for joining me on a year of yoga. I'm extremely grateful because I was asked to be a part of the year of yoga. I want to say a big thank you to everyone out there who asked for my class. And today I'm going to be doing a hips class with you. It's going to be a class that's going to involve a little bit of maneuvering with balance, some opening exercises, and just all around getting them hips going to feel really super cool. We're going to start the class with a mini meditation. So come into a comfortable seat. Turn your palms to the ceiling, let your fingers curl naturally, and then let's close our eyes. And connecting back into your breathing, notice the flow of your breath. And see if you can lengthen the time it takes to do each part of your breath. Great, you guys. Now, we've only got 15 minutes. So I don't want to leave you here too long. Bring your hands into prayer position at the heart center. Rub your hands together really fast. Rest your hands on your face. Cover your eyes. Take a big breath in. Sigh. And then peel the eyes open inside your hands. Hello, how you doing? Okay, we're going to go straight into our hippie flow. Let's come into a child's pose. And remember, if you ever feel like you need a break, come into this position and just relax for as long as you need. If you're okay and you want to continue to move, let's round our bodies up into a cat stretch. Then reverse your whole body into a big cow. You big fat cow. And then curl your toes, hips up, downward facing dog. In your downward dog, bend your right knee, stretch your left leg, and then change to the other side. Start to walk your hands backwards now towards your feet. Hold on to opposite elbows and with a heavy neck, sway side to side. Great. Now settle in the middle, interlace your fingers behind your back and let your little finger fall all the way towards the floor, or just go as far as you can. If your arms are a bit bent, that's completely fine. Feel the stretch. Now relax your hands down, walk the palms forward into a plank position, and I want you to breathe out and lower down knees, chest, and chin. Curve all the way up into your cobra, and as you breathe out, lift your hips backwards into downward facing dog. So from downward dog, let's start off our hippie flow by taking your right leg up. Bend the right knee and turn your kneecap towards the ceiling. So you're should feel like an opening coming into the left inside thigh. But you're also actually strengthening your hips by turning them in this position. On your next out breath, step your right foot forward in between your hands and raise your arms up into a crescent lunge. As you breathe out, open your arms out into a warrior two. And make sure you're quite deep for what comes next. So shuffle your feet if you need to now. Then reach your fingers really wide apart. Take a huge breath in, bring your hands into prayer position, and I want you to start bending your right knee loads. Flex your left ankle, turn the toes to the ceiling and see if you can come down into a straddle. You might want to stop halfway with fingertips on the ground, or if you can come all the way down, keep your hands in prayer and then use this right elbow to push the right knee behind you. Let's chill back and hold it here. Now, one of the things that's going to feel hard, is, especially if you're low, is coming up with control. So let's talk you through it so you give the maximum amount of control on the way up. Start off by rolling this foot inwards. See if you can keep your hands up. That'll make it more of a challenge. As you feel your hips lifting, turn your body and then align your feet back up into the high lunge. We continue with our hippie things. Take your right hand down beside you. Stretch the left arm up really high as you lean your body to the right. And 90% of the people feel a strong pull in the hip flexor on the left. If you're not quite feeling it, it helps to tuck your tailbone a bit just so you get a deeper opening on that area of the body. I'm just going to shuffle backwards a little bit. You guys stay where you are, just so I stay in the camera shot. Stretch out just for one more breath. Now your arms are going to stay in this reached out position because we're going to come into revolving half moon. So place your left fingertips on the ground,
Lift the right hand, and as your body moves forward, the left leg also lifts. If this is comfortable, turn the eyes around and up towards the ceiling and hold it here. Now place your right hand down on the ground. Come into standing splits and lift that left leg up as high as you can. Slow motion now, bend the knee into your chest, look forward to whatever's in front of you, and then lift your fingers, but keep balancing on that right leg, so the left foot never goes down. Once you arrive in standing, stretch out the leg, lift up into your arms. Now, bend your right arm so your hand comes onto your hip. Bend your left knee and see if your peace fingers can grab hold of your big toe, and then stretch the leg a little bit or all the way, up to you. Start to carry the leg out to the side, feel that opening along the inside thigh, and if your balance is feeling super good, turn your eyes over the opposite shoulder. Great, now bring that leg all the way back into the middle, cross the ankle over your knee like a figure 4, and push your bum backwards, and you should feel a great stretch coming into the left hip. Hold it here, or maybe put your fingers on the ground. Okay, now slowly start to lift up. Bring your knee into your chest. Put your hands in prayer, and I know how tired your right leg is, but just melt down with control-ish. Step that front foot back, shake out your legs, and then let's come down into chaturanga. Roll over the toes into your upward dog. Exhale back, downward dog. Great, let's do the whole thing on the left leg now. Take your left leg up into the air, and then bend the knee and start turning your kneecap towards the ceiling. And you should feel a really great opening coming into the inside thigh on that right leg. Cool, now strong from your core, push the floor away and place the left foot down in between your hands. Swoop your arms really, really high up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to open again, slow motion, warrior 2. Flatten your back foot and reach your hands out wide. Now you can keep that bend on your front knee. Bring your hands into prayer position at the heart center. Start to flex your right foot and bring your hips down into your straddle. Now, if you're a bit higher than I am, fingers down, no problem. If you're all the way down like I am, hands in prayer, and now use your left elbow to press your knee behind you. Great. Now the control from this low all the way up is tricky. So this is again where you've got to be really focused in your mind. Roll your right toes in. Start to lift your bum a little bit, but keep that left leg bent as you swoop your arms up. On your next exhale, relax the left hand down and stretch your right fingers up as far as you can. So you want to feel all the connective tissue on the right side of your body stretching out, and it's all connected into that hip flexor at the front. Okay, I think I'm going to go out of shot again, so I'm going to shuffle just backwards a tiny bit for you guys. Stay where you are. Our arms are pulling apart, and they're going to stay the same. I want your right fingers to reach forward, your left hand to lift up, and keep the arms pulling apart as your right leg floats up into the air. Now, if this feels tricky, your eyes can look down, or start turning your eyes all the way up to the ceiling and hold. Cool. Standing splits, both palms down. Stretch that top leg up as much as you can. Now bend it close to your heart and stand on up, facing the front. Keep that control, steady on that leg. Stretch the leg and lift the arms up. Now we're going to place the left hand on our hip. Bend the right knee and see if you can grab your big toe. And now keep holding the toe as you stretch the leg forwards. The leg is going to stay straight. Okay? If it's straight. If your leg is bent, it stays bent as you take the leg out to the side. Once it gets there, turn your eyes over the opposite shoulder and hold. Brilliant. Last breath. Bring the leg back into the center. Cross your ankle over your knee, your bum goes backwards, and you can either hold it here, feel that juicy stretch into your right hip, or place your fingertips down on the ground. Okay, we're almost there. Now controlling it all the way back up into standing, send that right leg back and step into your plank and shake it out. Come down into chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and putting your knees on the floor now, lift your hips backwards into child's pose. Take a humongous breath in and sigh. Beautiful. Right, beautiful, you guys. Now bring your body weight forward, cross your ankles, bring your hips all the way down to the ground, stretch your legs forward. We've got just a couple more to go and then you are done for the day. So from your legs being forwards, let's step the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Use your left arm to hug your knee in and then do a big twist. Now, if I always imagine I have a finger just underneath this hip and I'm pushing someone else's finger into the floor, not my own. Turn. Great, bring yourself back to the front, switch over, hug the knee, hug the left knee with your right arm, and use your left hand behind you to spiral you around. Beautiful. Bring yourself back to the front. Stretch out your legs and we're going to go down and we're going to chill out for 2 minutes. Now, if you're like, Celeste, are you crazy? 2 minutes Shavasana? Feel free to pause and stay as long as you want to stay. Anyway, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. So lie down with me, palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and let's chill. Okay, let's start easing out of Shavasana now. Take a huge breath in. Big sigh. As you do that, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take another big stretch and then inhale. And as you breathe out, hug your knees into your chest. Start to rock all the way up into sitting. Place your hands together in prayer position at the heart center. And let's finish with a big sigh. Inhale. Great stuff. Thank you, my hippie yoga friends. First of all, thanks for asking me to do a year of yoga. Really appreciate it. Remember to write to me on all the social media channels because I'd love to hear from you. And just enjoy your year of yoga.